If you find yourself in despair, not believing in life anymore, this class is for you. If you have issues with your feet, bones, knees, you will want to look at this. Let me explain a little bit about your chakra system, but mostly we'll talk about the base chakra today. You know when you feel pain and discomfort in your body, and maybe because of stress or chronic disease, and you just want to get back to normal and feel good? Well, I work with people like this to help their body find balance so that they feel well physically, mentally, emotionally, so that they change their habits, and most importantly, they do activities that they absolutely love. My name is Marie DiTullio. I'm a coach, therapist. As we are talking about crystal healing, rule number 1 in everything that you do, everything you do, try it on yourself first. You always want to feel what the crystals do before you would do it to anyone else. And if you're going to treat anyone else, make sure you have a complete course, because I want you to make sure that you don't get them in a worse situation than they were before. Alright? So today my goal is to really answer all of your questions on the first chakra if you have. I want to explain to you the chakra systems. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up to let me know that you're there. So let's talk about our energy system. Everything I'm talking to you about today, although we don't really see it, it's been proven by science. First of all, we're talking about our energy system. And this energy system we're talking about has been here for over 25,000 years. If you've listened to traditional Chinese medicine, you know about the Chi, or life force. Well, that's going through us. We have life force going through us, and then we have the aura that's around us. That's all, we're saying energy is all around, right? My body is made of energy, the table is made of energy, the chair I'm sitting on is made of energy. Everything is made of energy. And my energy field is made of energy. Woohoo! So, when everything is in balance, your life force, the yin, the yang, we just feel like when it's all in balance, we feel healthy, basically. We have different energy centers in our bodies. We call them chakras. Or sometimes people will call them like wheels of light. Basically, they're a vortex that spins. And I want to give you and show you an image of what a vortex is. I'll use different books today because I think that's the best way to show you what is there already. Let me find the page to give you an idea of. You probably know what a vortex is, but I want to make sure that you see it. So you see that's a vortex of energy here. So it starts from one point and it like stretches out in a circle, kind of. And so we have different energy centers in our bodies, and we're going to talk about those. The main ones are, we have 7 main chakras, and then we have 21 smaller chakras. Let me give you an example of how the main ones are distributed in the body. The book I was using, just in case you're curious, because I think it's such a good book, I want you to see it. It's The Complete Guide to Chakras by Ambika Waters. So it's a book I really recommend if you want to know more about chakras. Really nice, beautiful illustrations as well. But now I'm going to talk about Emerging Light. That's a Barbara Brennan book. An amazing book. I want you to, if you're looking to know more about healing, about energy, definitely that's a book for you. But here's what I want to show you today. This image is of our chakra systems. And I want you see there's 7 of them. The first one is the one going down. It's at the hips height. And then you see 5 more. The 5 more are always, you see them as double. There's a front and a back. And then we have the 7th one that's on the top of the head. The first and the 7th are kind of go together. So we'll talk about the first one, which was the one at the hips going down. That's our subject today, because that's the one that's taking the energy from the earth and bringing it back into your system. That's how it's feeding its system. Before we go any further, I want to talk to you about The first three are what we would call feminine energy because they're more receptive. They take the energy from the earth and from the environment as well. They connect us to the earth. They connect us to a family, to a community, to your association, to what's around you. They're helping us use your instincts, but also your past, the ancestral lives and everything else to help you move forward. It's a kind of a magnetic energy, I would say, in a way. While the four upper ones are more of a masculine energy. They give out energy. They are about love, communication, having a good attitude. They connect you to your spiritual source in a way. So they are activated by your spiritual development. And so they are there to help you give love to people. And they're electric in nature. All of the chakras are interdependent. So if one is kind of closed, then the other ones are going to compensate for it. And the goal is that because they're energy, you want the energy field to be bigger and bigger, because the bigger it is, the better it is for you. You want them turning in the right direction. They turn in a specific direction so that when they're big and in the right direction, you feel good, you feel healthy. When they're closed, then you might have problems. First chakra is called Muladhara, or base chakra, or root chakra, and it's connected to the earth. So it has in traditional Chinese medicine, it has the earth element. This chakra is about being solid, being tangible, being in our body. It's us being physically here. It's how we get to be here. Usually, it's about self-confidence, it's about self-love. The root chakra is all about survival, it's about safety, it's about our ability to focus and to manifest our needs in this level. So what I mean is, it's our necessity for having a roof over our head. It's all about manifestation in the physical world. It's about grounding qualities. It's about being here. So I've said a lot of stuff in that one sentence, and I just want you to understand every energy center we have is responsible for something big. So we give it the color that's called red. I tend to give it more of a color that's a dark red, because it's a deep red, that what I would call. And it's a very, very dense vibration. It's like the root chakra is taking its energy from the earth, and it's allowing it to come into our chai, or into our life force. It's allowing us it's giving us more life in a way. On the physical plane, it's affecting our adrenals. Everything starts from, so you can see chakras have usually some glands affecting it, and they also have sometimes other parts of the body. So if you have any issues with the adrenals, with your kidneys, definitely you do want to look at your first chakra and see if you could maybe improve improve the way it is, so you can move forward in life. So on a physical level, because of the adrenals, it's going to affect any fight or flight decisions. So if you're always stressed and with anxiety, you're kind of affecting that fight or flight hormones and all of that. That has an impact on your life, and that may mean that you need to fix your root chakra. Emotionally, if you're always in a bad mood, if you're violent, you have jealousy issues, anger, on an emotional level, it could be an issue with your root chakra. Mentally, if you always feel it's me and them, there's something like I want to say difference, but that's not the word. It's from separations. It's them and me. It's always different. If you're thinking that way, or if you're thinking exclusivity, or thinking of territory, really that's exactly what it is. It's always a first chakra issue. If you're thinking, because you need to realize that we're all connected. And because we're connected to the earth, we all have that same energy of connecting to the earth. That's what the root chakra kind of tells us. Because the beauty of what everything I'm teaching you today about chakras is that you can find equilibrium or balance in your chakra. You can heal your chakra in so many ways. That's why I gave you the color. That's why I tell you it's the earth element. That's why also, there's some, if you know yoga, there's some positions in yoga that you could use that are helping you open yourself or help you ground yourself. They're going to be very helpful for your first chakra. Anything that's gardening is going to be helping your first chakra. That's getting walking bare feet on the grass. If you've been with us last week where we were talking about grounding, lots of the exercises from grounding would be helping for that one chakra. There are essential oils associated. There are planets. There are astrological signs. I can tell you all of this, but Capricorn is the sign. But what I want you to understand is more about how it affects you physically, emotionally, or it affects your balance, gives you out of that balance so you can fix it and come back to balance. So anything that touches your kidneys, anything that touches the blood or the skeletal systems could be because of a first chakra issue. So you might want to use stones to help you with that. If you have physical conditions, any problems with the feet, with the knees, with the hips, they could be associated to your first chakra. Arthritis, kidney stone, osteoporosis, bone problem, autoimmune deficiency conditions. All of these could be first chakra issues. So there's many ways you could use to fix it. It could anything that's adrenals problem, you know that it could be a root chakra issue. Now, when you heal the issue sometimes on the physical level, it's going to help you on the emotional and mental level. Sometimes just healing it on the emotional level can be done as well. I want you to understand that if you're feeling like life is not getting you where you want to go, you've given up, you just see negativity around you, you're just not going where you want to go, and you're just like, is that it? Well, that could be a root chakra issue, and it could be easily taken care of, seriously. So please stay tuned. We'll talk about the stones that can help you. I want you to get out of that energy cycle. If you're saying life is not worth living, life is just not, it's unbearable this way. There's a way, there's a solution. You're in the right place. I'm telling you, crystals can help you and they can shift your energy. And if you think it's going to be something that's going to take forever, complicated, no. Sometimes you just need a little boost, something that's going to put your system in shock for a little second so that the energy shifts. That's the beauty of crystals. They always know what you need. And so don't be scared to use it for yourself. Because when you're in the right place, with the right energy, when your root chakra is just at its peak performance, you're just trusting life. You know you're in the right place, and you just feel like you belong here. And it's like there's love, there's support, there's caring, there's everything that you need. So just sometimes finding balance in that one chakra will help you everything else, because sometimes people are just tired, they just have no energy. That could be a root chakra issue. Because you're not connecting, you're not getting the energy from the earth. If your chakra is blocked, you just need to unblock it. If it's going in the wrong direction, let the stone help you with that. So let me come here with my stones. I want to explain it to you as much as possible. So I said the color was red, but usually in stones, we go for a deep, dark red. So this is the garnet. Garnet is really, really good it strengthens your chakra. So if you need, when you look at it, it's dark red, but it's almost black. Definitely, it's going for your first chakra. It's the best thing. You just put it, if you have pants, you could put it in your pockets. You could even, if you're lying down, you could put it between your legs. You could even put it in your underwear. After that, you put it there 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and you're gonna feel it. You're gonna see it. It's gonna help be grounding. And so if you put it in your underwear, you want to use alcohol to cleanse it. So you just use the alcohol and you cleanse it. That's perfect. And then you run it under water to take care of it. So garnet, amazing stone for it. If you're looking to balance your chakra, there's all kinds of other stones. You could use brachiated jasper. Super, super duper good. Brachiated jasper. You could use also bloodstone. Bloodstone, basically, it's a stone that's red and green, but it's very good for anything that's about blood issues as well. So bloodstone is a very good for balance. You could use as well poppy seed jasper. Poppy seed jasper, it looks very, very similar to brachiated jasper. It's the same colors, but this one is more round circles in shape and dots in it, while the other one is kind of an odd shape, not always the same shape. Mookaite? Mookaite, it's a type of jasper again. It comes in all kinds of colors, but if we're using it for the first chakra, you want the deep orange or the darkest possible. These are really, really good well, they're good because it's a stone of fun and adventure. And if it's helping your root chakra, it's going to bring you more energy. It's going to definitely bring fun and adventure. It's going to help you reduce stress as well. And you know that one of the symptoms of treating a chakra, I guess would say, is that it could bring about courage. So that's always good. So garnet would be good for courage. As we said, the jaspers would be good for courage. One that I really want to talk about, red jasper. As you're seeing, this red jasper is a bit more orange, but we still call it red jasper. You could have like this one also. So you have both are red jaspers, and they're really good for grounding, really good for support, protection, and they're strengthening your aura. The reason I'm telling you all this is when you're helping your root chakra, you're definitely getting more of that energy, more of that feeling of protection, more confidence. So everything kind of falls into place in a way, more easily. So definitely that's helping you with confidence. It's helping you with all kinds of things. And I really want you to focus on that. Ruby. Ruby, great stones. Stone of passion, stone, it's going to help you ground yourself. It's going to bring you confidence, self-esteem, wealth, power. It really, I love the stones because it helps for the flow of energy again. So if there's anything broken in your chakra, I think it's going to help a lot because it's activating you, it's activating your base chakra, and it's even going to help other chakras along the way. So that's the beauty of having this beautiful ruby stone. You can have ruby kyanite. So you can see that it's kyanite and ruby in the same stone. They would do, it would do the same thing as a ruby would do, but it would also have more of a spiritual connotation to it. It would have more of a you taking action to become yourself a bit more. So even though it's working at the base chakra, it's going to be working in other places at the same time. Hematite, that's a stone I absolutely love. The reason I love it is because it activates circulation. So not only will it help with your with activating your chakra, but on top of it, it activates circulation. So if you have cold hands, cold feet, you put that at your feet, you're gonna feel it. It's gonna help you. It's gonna warm you up, and that's why it's one of my favorite. You can have, we talked about ruby. You can have a ruby like this one. You can see it's a ruby calcite. So it has two colors, but because of the ruby, I could put it at the base chakra. That would be really good for me, and that would be activating again the meridians, the chi energy, and the chakra. So everything else, helping at the same time with self-love. So that would be a good stone as well. You could always use copper on every chakra in your body So you could use that also. That wouldn't be the first choice. I would definitely choose all the other darker stones before, but if that's what you have, you could use that. And a stone that could go on anything, anywhere. Amethyst. That stone could be anywhere on the body, no problem for anyone. But because it's purple, it has some red in it and some blue, so it could definitely be used to help the root chakra. And we talked about red stones today and the chakras. There's one thing. If you suffer high blood pressure, no red stone for you. We just said since the beginning that red activates, it brings more energy. So if you have high blood pressure, no red stones for you. You could maybe use some amethyst because it has light red in it, but make it your priority not to. So if you have any questions, if there's anything you want to know more about the chakras, you're welcome to just write to me. It would be a pleasure for me to help you out. On that note, have a great week, and remember that life is your playground, and your body is that one tool that you're using here on Earth. No replacement part. So you must take care of this body. And the more you take care of it, the better your life will be on Earth. So we have all kinds of tools. I'm suggesting you use crystals because they just work so wonderful. But I want you also to think, if you're going to use crystals, think about drinking water. We're talking about energy. Our body is made of 90% water. Water is just helping you cleanse your body at the same time. So please, more water. And I want you now to think of what you're going to do to take better care of your body. And I want you to write in your schedule what you're going to do, when you're going to do it, how you're going to do it. So that's your homework today.